What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Yesterday saw the release of another Inner Geekdom Schmoedown match, which I didn't watch when it aired, but I'm here now, and I'm here to watch it, and as per usual, I will be participating, and I've got my green marker because it's an Inner Geekdom match. Now, as far as the match itself, it is John Humphrey versus a man simply known as Saul. Now, regarding Saul, I don't know, I think Saul is the better competitor because I think he didn't get a good enough chance to show off his skills last season against Brandon Hanna, and John Humphrey could surprise us in both directions. I mean, let's not forget what he did in the free-for-all way back when. I think it was even the first free-for-all. And let's not forget, he beat Janine the Machine in Inner Geekdom last year, which I was shocked to see that. But, yeah, John Humphrey, like I said, could be a very surprise, sneaky, almost Stacey Howard-like competitor. But, yeah, I got my money on Saul. In any case, I will be participating. Did I say that already? Yeah, I will be participating in the match, and I got my green marker. And let's go and watch the John Humphrey versus Saul Inner Geekdom match of the Schmoedown. Here we go.
I waste no time, I suffer no fools. Frankie Alvarez, welcome to the Suspects.
We need a preacher, and that man is Brother Loomis.
I hold myself to a higher standard than what I did, and we need to do better.
It sucks, you know, usually the twos, I know a lot of them. I didn't know one last time, and I didn't know this one.
Yeah, I would definitely love to play again in this division at some point.
That was his first match ever. Let's not forget that.
I haven't even gotten started.
That is exciting.
Okay. No, this is going to be fun. I'm excited. Boom, boom, boom. Hey!
Christian!
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? DA Robert, really, really cool to see you. Hey, thank you for calling me here. And before whatever it is you guys want to talk about, I just wanted to first say thank you. Really excited with everything the Schmoedown has been doing with Skybound. It's just been elevated to such a different level now, and I thank you. The fan base thanks you, and yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I can't wait for you guys to see what we're doing in season 8. It's going to be incredible.
Oh man, we can't wait either. I mean, this has been exciting. I mean, we love having Skybound be a part of this. You've been doing great. DA, tell them, come on.
Seriously, honestly, coming out of the pandemic, like the way you took the Schmoedown, made it digital, sort of the way you really sort of engage with the fans and the audience, the way you put in the draft. Honestly, Christian, I don't know how you do it. You've been moving mountains to get this thing done. It's really impressive. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it means a lot to me. And yeah, so what can I do for you guys?
Well, we've got some exciting news for you. You ready for it?
Yes, please.
All right, let's go.
We've been working with this outside group. We're gonna, given all the things that are on your plate and all the responsibilities that are coming on your shoulders, we figured that maybe you can have a little help, and we figured we'll bring this outside group to sort of come in and help you sort of structure things and work with you.
Yeah, we really want to take the Schmoedown and like supercharge it, like just really get in there and kind of build it up even more from what you've already been able to do.
That sounds great. When you guys say like supercharge and helping out, like you mean like how so? Like just I'm still doing my thing though, right?
Sure, but like we just want to lighten your burden, like get you somebody that can like help you lift the load from now on,
and like help you set goals and really sort of visualize what you need to be doing like on a daily basis, that type of thing.
Wait, but when you say set goals, that almost sounds like I have a boss or something.
Yeah, I mean that's a great way of putting it. I'm glad you said that. A boss. That's exactly what we're doing. We're getting you a boss.
Yeah, it's a boss.
Huh? Great.
Awesome.
I didn't know that was a thing that could happen.
I mean, look, Christian, you really should read your contract and read the fine print before you sign anything.
That's fair. I've always had a problem with that. But who's my boss? Who's my boss?
Dude, Christian, listen. Yeah. You seem like you're really upset about this. I can tell you right now, just from DA, I'm going to speak for DA and I. You're going to be fine. You should be very excited about this. Let's just bring her in. We need to introduce you guys. You guys are going to get along great. It's going to be awesome. Just calm down. It's all good. Okay, it's all good.
All right.
Grace.
Hi, Joey.
Hey.
How are you?
What? How are you?
Oh,
so good to see your guys' faces. Oh my gosh, DA, how are the kids? Give them my love.
I will. They miss you. They had so much fun playing with you this weekend. They thought it was awesome. They can't wait to see you again.
I know. I can't wait. And also, Robert, how is the show going? My God, I have to tell you, I am so excited. I think that Amazon Prime is such a great fit. My God, it just looks awesome.
Oh my gosh, Grace, it means the world to me to hear that from you. Like, thank you so much. We've been working so hard on this show, and to know that you're excited about it, like, it just really is so moving. Thank you so much. This is great.
I think
wait, you guys can't be buying this. Are you kidding me?
Buying what?
I can't believe that we got someone with this amount of intellect and this amount of horsepower to sort of work on this. I agree. This is out of control.
Oh, thank you guys. That means so much. Christian, right? Christian, I'm really looking forward to partnering with all of you guys. I'm just so excited to see where this goes.
You're just love to see you guys getting along so well. This is fantastic.
You're gonna love each other.
I think so too.
So let me just to make this clear. So an outside group came out, and now this lady is my boss. Is that correct?
Don't screw this up, Harloff. This is a good thing. You should be happy right now.
I'm sure you guys will be
able
to figure it out. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
All right. I guess I'll talk to my new boss. So thank you, DA. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it.
Yeah, make it work.
Both.
Okay. How in the hell did you pull this off? What did you do?
You know, Christian, you've always just been such a sweet, simple thing, and you've been underestimating me from the beginning. And yet, even on your best day, you are 10 steps behind me. And now guess what? I'm the captain now. I'm the boss now. This is my house now. You work for me. And you know what? You're going to like it. I'm going to like it. Everyone's going to like it, and get used to it, because this is how it's going to go. Okay?
You know how this ends up. Do
I? You know what, Christian? It's just like you said. I think you said it very well. It's season 8. It's war.
Oh, shoot.
Bitch.
What the?
Schmoedown works in mysterious ways, my friends.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. What a season it's been already, and we're only, 2-3 weeks into this thing. It is season 8. It is war. I am Christian Harloff, joined, as always, by Mark Ellis. Mark, Inner Geekdom match here, man. How you doing?
Ooh, I love these because the competitors know so many of the answers, Christian, and you and I can barely pronounce the questions, but what a matchup it is today. You have the axe shredding John Humphrey. He's going to be taking on the 1920s weightlifter Beard of Saul, and I just am so intrigued by the knowledge that both of these gentlemen have in their head when it comes to inner geekdom. It's easy to answer a relatively simple, well-known movie fact, but when it's that specific in these categories, that separates the winners from the all-time winners.
Absolutely, and there's so much here when you think about it, because John Humphrey, who obviously free-for-all legend from the 2017 free-for-all, we know of the history of the Mad Hatter and what he did. He's the first ever MVP in the free-for-all history, but what he did last year was say, him and Greg Alba both said, no, we're pretty damn good at this Inner Geekdom League. Of course, John Humphrey beating Janine the Machine in the first round and then scrapping with the Barbarian and lost, but they showed that they were for real in the IG division. And Coy Jandreau, manager now, manager then, at the time said, I don't know how they're going to be, but I trust in the guys, and it was a good call in the gut of Coy Jandreau. Now you switch over to the Den, and what the whole switch on what Kate Mulligan has done and said, I'm building from the ground up, However, she still went back with Saul, but this time Saul wasn't just the IG player that she happened to trade for. She was going all in on Saul as her number one guy. And it's a good move when you think about it. Who is this guy? Just a caller on Collider Live. He almost beat Brandon Hanna in that tournament. Almost. Yeah. And it's beaten him up ever since.
Yeah, he's been really competitive in matches. And, you look at the history of Saul, and Kate is going to the ends of the earth, the streets of New York, maybe literally the streets of New York, to pluck him out. But it's the den, lion is the theme, and he's got a lion's mane to boot. So I think that Saul is going to give John Humphrey all that he wants in this matchup today, possibly more than the Mad Hatter can solve.
All right, so this is going to be a scrap. We know that the Den is looking for some points. This is worth a big 3 points here today. We know that the Quirky Mercs need some points. So we're going to see exactly how we got where we are right now with the Mad Hatter and the man simply known as Saul.
I think people aren't going to come out of this tournament talking about Brandon. I think they're going to come out of it talking about Saul. This is the first match he has ever played in the Schmoedown, and he stayed within 3 points. It's the beginning of you. I'm going to remember this one. It's the beginning of you.
Welcome everybody to this 2021 season premiere of The Saul Show. We got a very special guest tonight, John, not quite Greg Alba Humphrey.
Hey, John Humphrey in the Inner Geekdom division finds himself with the victory here.
The Quirky Mercs are back. We're cheeky, we're sneaky, and we're ready to get freaky. And you might be wondering why I'm out here on the mean streets of Studio City tonight. I'm out here. I'm not running my mouth, man. Except for right now, but otherwise, I'm not running my mouth.
John, I'm sure your bear riding a unicycle shtick still will go over swimmingly in that teams division you regularly make a mockery of. Doing it for the Yucks used to be one of the hallmarks of the IG division, but those days are long gone. And if you don't believe me, just stick around and watch.
Who am I? Okay, who? Listen, what are you thinking for the wheel fighters, buddy? Oh, yeah, I think those are good wheel fighters too. The micro machine. Yes. It was quite the Chandress.
Well, hey, Schmoes. You guys caught me sleeping on the Humphrey-Saul match, like y'all are sleeping on Humphrey.
And that's the beautiful thing about my faction, is everyone thinks they're only good at one thing. Everyone thinks they're one specific thing. He's all heart, he's all knowledge, and he cuts some of the best promos in quarantine.
Me and Coy were talking before the match. He's like, you know what, Humphreys? I'm like, that's not my name. He's like, you know what? You got a great point, that's not your name. Saul, I've done the one name guy thing before, all right? It's fun and all, but you gotta commit.
Calling you the Conor McGregor of Schmoedown. What do you say to that?
I have much longer hair.
I do think that we have found ourselves a new Inner Geekdom star in Saul.
He clearly has the stuff to play, and he's got the competitive mindset necessary to get wins in this league.
I learned more about the movie trivia Schmoedown in my first 2 questions of my first match than I did in 7 months of preparation. I feel fear all the time. Controlling that fear is how I'm able to do anything.
I am so scared of Saul's potential that I did not want to be in a position where I was going up against him.
So John versus Saul. Winner gets a last name. Get that last name. Get that Air Geekdom belt. I believe in you.
I'm taking a risk here. Kneeling in front of another man over the phone, asking him to lose to me at movie trivia Schmoedown.
I won't have fun, but they, all the people watching this very special episode of The Saul Show, they're gonna have a lot of fun. Stay tuned.
Saul is a talker. Saul is a talker, and that's one of the things. The question is, can he back it up? Can he back it up? He showed that he came close to backing it up against Brandon Hanna, an experienced IG player. John Humphrey surely is an experienced Schmoedown player, fairly new in IG, but yet he is coming in as a favorite as he is one-on-one, and Saul has not won just yet.
Yeah, Christian, the Bible is littered with stories of Saul. In that book, he's going to Damascus, and then he gets knocked off his horse by a bright light, and he changes his name to Paul. Is John Humphrey that bright light, or is he going to change his name to Paul and usurp Saul's power? It's all on the line right now, here today. Plus, like you said, 3 big points.
3 big points, and we are about to get going. Mark, are you ready?
I just quoted the Bible. I mean, I paraphrased it. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Introducing first, representing the Dead, with a record of no wins, 1 defeat, this is Saul. Saul is here. Saul, the man. Saul, listen, you've been talking up a storm about this match, saying that people that counted you out last year, well, they were doing it wrong. They were silly. They should have known. They should have seen what you did against Hannah. What's different from last year's Saul to this year's?
Not a whole lot. Just an improved knowledge base and a laser-like focus. Look, I didn't know what I didn't know until I didn't know it. And there's no way I could have until I lost that match. From that, I learned more about the Schmoedown in my first 2 questions of that match than I did in several months of preparation. And I've taken that, and I've never relinquished my drive. And I have been studying since that match. I've never taken, I took a couple weeks off in late summer, but I've been just as focused as I've ever, and I am ready to go.
Yeah, Saul, the preparation helps for months on end, but last time we saw you, it looked like there was maybe some tech issues and you were frazzled, and it might have gotten in your head a little bit. You seemed calm, you seemed collected. What was your day like initially before this? Were there tests run? Do you have a crew there? Is Geek Squad outside your place?
No, I did it the same exact way. I figured, screw it, let's just go. I'm ready.
Okay.
I refuse to change. I am that rigid. I will not improve myself in any. No, I'm kidding. No, I have done a test run. I set up the camera and I moved it to the other side of the study room, and hopefully that'll change. That'll fix the Wi-Fi issue, and I'll be a little more loose and not worrying about my Wi-Fi router exploding.
Yeah, seems calm. Seems relaxed, Christian.
All right. Well, Saul has entered, and his opponent, representing the Quirky Mercs, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat in the Inner Geekdom division. He is the Mad Hatter, John Humphrey. John Humphrey is here. John, look, man, you've been playing this game now for, this is since season 4, I believe. So do you find that is it more fun for you in the singles or free-for-all, or is it more fun in the IG division?
I mean, this has been a blast, honestly, because I love a good broad section of trivia that just allows you to kind of zero in, and because what we do at the Real Rejects is like so focused on this stuff every day, it kind of locks into everything else that I'm focused on. So I feel like this has been a really fun just place to jump in and find, like kind of like Saul said, what I know and what I don't know. And I feel like just IG in its weird way is helping improve me all around, so I'm excited.
Yeah, Humphrey, what do you make of this Saul character? You're facing him, he's sort of an enigma, despite the fact that he loves talking about himself.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
I mean, I admire his hair game. I think his beard is incredible. I mean, I was just remarking to myself the other day that I can't grow a beard that long, no matter how long I let it go, which is why I reined it in for today, because I didn't want to scar everybody. So, you know, I mean, he's a fierce trivia competitor. I can't talk him down that way. And I mean, if you saw the intro, I'm all about love today. So really, I just want to see what Saul can do, and hopefully we can have a beautiful union afterwards.
All right, well, John is here, and now we bring back Saul. Saul is in the room. Humphrey in the room. Saul, are you going to say something here, or you're good?
Yeah, you know what? I'm beyond good. Let's rock and roll.
Fair enough. All right, Mark, competitors are here. How do the rules of round number 1 go?
The rules of round number 1 are as follows. 10, yes, it is the Inner Geekdom. 10 questions in round number 1. Each question is worth a point. No penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. I'll remind each competitor you have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the 3-round match. You're not sure you heard a question right, you want to buy yourself your time, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be utilized at any point throughout the match. You issue the challenge, we'll bring in your manager, they'll ratify and confirm that said challenge is taking place. Quick note to both competitors, we're not great at pronouncing any of these names in Lord of the Rings, so just bear with us. And Christian, with that warning out of the way, I think the water's safe to swim.
All right, so Saul, are you ready?
Ready.
John, are you ready?
Redward, Fredward.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
All right, here we go. Round number 1. Question number 1. First, in the realm of animated, what year saw the release of Ralph Bakski's Lord of the Rings?
You kidding?
Whew. We are going. I like having an animated category here.
Yeah. There's some new changes to the Inner Geekdom this year, and we're excited to see exactly where the writers are going to take us. What realm and how many names we can mispronounce. 5.
And I memorized
4,
it.
3,
For this particular reason.
2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And we start with Saul.
1978.
Yes, sir. John.
I'm dyslexic. 1987.
All right, so Saul goes up by 1 here as we get to question number 2.
1978, great year for Van Halen as well. We move on to fantasy sci-fi.
Superman.
Aren't these all fantasy? The category is fantasy sci-fi. Here's the question. Andrew Adamson directed what 2005 fantasy film featuring the Pevensey children and the White Witch? All right. I mean, you get a lot of sci-fi fantasy in this, but I guess it's nice to distinguish, Christian.
I think so. I think it's very nice, and it's nice that you would bring that up. How nice that is.
I'm a nice guy.
You are a nice guy. And we're gonna go 5.
Seems like you're killing time.
I was 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And we start with John.
The Lion, the Witch, and the
Chronicles
Wardrobe.
of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
How is anyone supposed
Yes,
to write
Saul.
this thing in such a short
Chronicles
time?
of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yes, sir. And look at Saul. I gotta appreciate Saul's camera this time around. I gotta appreciate that he's throwing his answers behind him after he gets one correct. And we get to the next question. Very David Letterman. All right, here we go. Next one.
Whee!
Transformers. The realm of Transformers. Oof. Which actor who appears in the first 3 Michael Bay Transformers films returns in The Last Night as the character of former NEST, what is NEST? The former NEST commander and U.S. Army Ranger William Lennox.
Sounds like you love these movies, Christian.
I like the animated ones.
You and I saw the first one in the theater before Schmoes was a thing, and boy, were we excited.
Beforehand, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Hands up. Pens down. And we start with Saul.
Josh Turturro.
Yes. And
Okay,
John.
never mind.
Josh Duhamel.
We got it. Look at the score thus far. We have Saul up by
Josh
1-3.
Duhamel.
All right.
As
next
some
one.
people-
I'm from the South, so I pronounce it Duhamel.
Duhamel.
And your next query is in the world of graphic novels. Graphic novels. Here it is. Tom Hanks and Tyler Hoechlin appear in what 2002 film directed by Sam Mendes? Tyler's last name spelled Hoechlin.
Yes, it is, Mark.
I wasn't just reading that. I'm spelling the runner-up.
You love to talk about that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and John Humphrey.
I know I'm wrong about
That
this.
would be
Perdition.
Road to Perdition.
That would be right.
Yes!
Saul.
The Road to Perdition.
Look at Saul. Look at Saul right now, and
I
has
guessed
not missed thus
correctly.
far. Humphrey only down by 1 as we are 4-3 into our next question in the realm of Marvel films. Marvel. Who plays the character of Stick in Elektra?
Oh. Wait.
I don't know. If your nickname was Stick, would you take that as a compliment or an insult?
Depends on the context.
Hey, here comes Sticky.
Yeah, see, that's a little, it depends.
A little
5.
insult.
Right. 4, 3, 2,
Oh.
1. Pens down, hands up. Saul.
Terrence Stamp, but I
Terrence
couldn't
Stamp?
write it down.
It is.
But I knew the answer.
Terrence Stamp.
If I had.
Got it. Nice little fake out there by the Mad Hatter. And we find ourselves still 1 point game.
Terrence
Great
Stamp,
match thus far between the two competitors, Mark. And we get to our next category.
That's right, Christian. It is going to be in the wild, wonderful world of mixed bag. Roll up the sleeves, reach our hand in there. Could be anything. Here it is for a point. Who plays the lead role of Max Walker in 1994's Time Cop?
Now, if you got this one wrong, Mark, I don't know what I would say about you.
Saw this movie opening day, even though it was rated R, and I skipped school, and I ran into one of my professors.
4, 3, I like that. 2, who's also cutting school. 1, pens down, please. Pens down, please. And we start with John.
This is a poorly attempted rape. I re-scribbled Hasselhoff, but
Ooh, that is incorrect.
Wrong anyway.
It is absolutely wrong. And Saul.
One of the greatest Collider Live guests of all time, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, correct on both answers. Correct on both answers.
Nope, only 1 out of 2 there.
I think it is correct on both. So Saul finds himself now up by 2.
said yes.
Saul still perfect here, 6-4 as we get to our next question. And we get to the Wizarding World. The Wizarding World. This is the one that the Mad Hatter was waiting for. The Wizarding World in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Which of the Weasley family is the first to go into the wall at platform 9 3/4?
Okay.
Difficult one. The writer's throwing a little bit of a curveball here to the
How
competitors.
Saul, honey, can we get you in front of the camera when you write your answer?
Yeah.
Thank you. Give you a couple extra seconds because I corrected your form.
5, 4, 3.
Could I ever repeat the question real
Yep,
quick?
first one. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which of the Weasley family is the first to go into the wall at platform 9 3/4? That is John Humphrey's first repeat.
I don't have the Black Mirror technology where you can rewind what you just said, but I'm pretty sure I just called Saul Honey, so now I have to call every competitor Honey the whole season.
That's right. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and Saul.
Fred?
Percy?
It's incorrect. John?
Molly?
That's also incorrect. Looking for Percy. Looking for Percy
I
Weasley.
got that question.
Percy Weasley. It was
I
Percy.
considered him. Can I get a half point?
He's not an official Weasley. He's
Still a Weasley. Oh, I'm sorry, but he's in it. All right, here's
That
the,
movie,
here's
yes,
the
it's
next
still
one.
a Weasley.
When she wakes up, I'll ask Molly if she's a Weasley. Your next question is in the world of swashbuckling adventure. Christian, we loved these two categories last week, and we're loving them this week, too. Who plays Elizabeth Swann in the Pirates of the Caribbean series?
And even though Saul missed on that one, John also missed, so he still sees himself with a 2-point lead here, Mark.
Yeah, it's always important to rebound after that first miss, though, especially when you are on a roll.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and John.
Keira Knightley.
Yes. Saul.
Keira Knightley.
Got it. All right. 7-5. Saul still with a 2-point lead here as John's still fighting back, and we get to our next question. Number 9 in the realm of the X-Men. X-Men.
I'm outscoring
You'll find
John.
the characters of Angel, Jubilee, Nightcrawler, and Moira McTaggart in what X-Men film?
I don't know why you do this to torture me.
X-Men.
The movies and the comics are called X-Men. The neighbors you need to borrow a rake from down the street are the X-Men.
I don't think that the fact that you say Boba Fett and Duhamel are 5, 4.
Let's not forget about Robert Loggia.
That's your first one?
Robert Loggia.
All right, here you go. You'll find the characters of Angel, Jubilee, Nightcrawler, and Moira McTaggart in what X-Men film?
X-Men.
I want you to do this live. When we do a live match, see how the crowd reacts.
They're going to love it because they know that it's going to get you, or they're going to scream out Duhamel.
Duhamel.
5.
Robert
4,
Loggia.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and we start with Saul. What you got?
Apocalypse?
X-Men Apocalypse.
Yes, and John.
That's a funny way to spell apocalypse.
All right, so Saul goes up by 3 there with the answer. It is now 8-5. 8-5 as Saul finds himself up
Saul
by
is
3.
beating
But
me by
John
1 point
made us
so
laugh,
far.
so we might give him a point anyway. All right, this is the 10th question. 10th question.
We're doing bits for points now?
Not yet. You're still new. You're still new. He's been in longer than you. All right, what's next?
That's for the 4th round today. Your final round 1 categories in the world of Superman. And the question.
Superman.
Margot Kidder, Robert Vaughn, Pamela Stevenson, and Annette O'Toole have roles in what Superman film? I'm holding my host pose here, Christian. You see it?
I do, but I have to tell you, I'm loving these questions thus far by the writers. What a great job by the writers. 5, 4, 3.
I'm not a fan.
2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And we start with John. John, what do you got?
Superman 3.
Superman 2, obviously.
That is incorrect. And Saul, what do you got?
Superman 3.
That is correct. So Saul right now sees himself with a big lead. Starting to get a big lead here. And now, Mark, we are going to start off round number 2.
That's right, Christian. This is the wheel round, and though it's not a sponsor wheel, you can sponsor a wheel if you want to. Just check out our Patreon for more details. This wheel does feature categories, however, in the world of Inner Geekdom. Each competitor gets a spin at Death Star wheel. Once you settle on a category, use your mulligan if you want to, then spin again. And that was not a Kate Mulligan reference, that's a golf term. You will hear 5 questions in that specific genre. Each question's worth 2 points. No penalty for missing a question. However, if you miss it, your opponent can steal it. So if you're not sure of the answer, use multiple choice. We give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer, we think. And at that point, the value of the question goes down to a mere 1 point. Christian, Saul enjoying a suddenly sizable lead here after round number 1. So it's going to be Saul's call. Would he like to spin first or defer to his opponent?
I would like to go first, please.
Are you going to go first? All right, Kate, you got 60 seconds to talk to Saul, starting now.
Hey, how you doing?
I mean, my heart swelleth. You are what we like to call murdering, and I hope you don't get arrested afterwards for it. Here's a few things that I love that you did. You took that JTE, super smart, because guess what? Then you got it correct. Also, thank you. Nobody needs to remember Percy Weasley. So thank you. I'm happy about that point you missed.
I'm
Do you know what I
trying
mean?
to forget him.
How are you feeling? What do you need? And do you remember what TKO stands for? Because you're about to do it.
I appreciate the confidence. I need nothing but that wheel. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.
All right, here is the wheel. They have spoken,
The wheel.
if you will. And here's the spin.
As we saw, Christian already in Inner Geekdom matches this year, some new categories lurking on that wheel.
Find ourselves landing on fantasy sci-fi.
speaking.
60 seconds to talk it over with your manager if you want to take it, starting now.
I think we know what we do here, don't you?
Spin again, please. Yeah, we're going to spin again.
All right, well, here it is. Whatever we get here, Saul's going to take. We will
I'm not scared.
find out exactly what it is. Saul right now enjoying a 4-point lead. And here is the spin. Marvel.
Ooh, that was a narrow.
Saul, you are going to get 5 questions in the realm of Marvel, my friend. Are you ready?
I am ready. Thank you.
All right, here we go. In Spider-Man 3, J. Jonah Jameson has to take pills and try to keep himself calm due to what?
High blood pressure?
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, cholesterol, B, anger management, C, high blood pressure, D, anxiety attacks?
I'm sticking with my original answer.
Anger management.
Is incorrect. John, for the 1-point steal. In Spider-Man 3, J. Jonah Jameson has to take pills and try to keep himself calm due to what? Is it A, cholesterol, B, anger management, C, high blood pressure, D, anxiety attacks?
High blood pressure.
Correct for 1-point steal.
Woo! Big steal there, Christian.
All right, here is the next question. All right. Who plays General Hager in Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Oh, dang it, that guy. I know.
Andre Brower.
That is correct.
Okay.
2 points.
Okay, I
All
never
right.
would have gotten that.
Here is the next question. What Marvel film features supporting performances by Chris Zelka, Embeth Davidtz, and C. Thomas Howell?
The Amazing Spider-Man?
Yes, 2 more points. All right. This is question number 4. Who plays the character of Will Munson, the farmer who Logan helps in Logan?
Eric LaSalle.
Correct. 2 points. And finally, in Blade, 12 pureblood vampires are leaders of the House of what?
I think it's Card or something like that. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong
multiple
thing.
choice,
5.
please.
Yes, you can. Is it A, Erebus, B, Aramis, C, Dorina, D, Cilia?
I think it's Dorina. So I remembered something with a D.
Can I have the choices again, please?
Yes, you get it once. A, Erebus, B, Aramis, C, Dorina, D, Cilia, spelled C-I-A-L-A.
Is it A, Erebus?
It is for 1 point.
Ooh,
Look at
boy.
Saul. What a maneuvering there for Saul. Sees himself only losing 1 point as he now is up by 10. All right, Coy, you got 60 seconds to talk to John. Starting now.
Hello. We are in a spot that we've been in before. You are the king, in my opinion, of the second round. This is where you shine. This is where you shine in all of your divisions. I want you to go into this confident knowing that, and we're not in a TKO position yet. We are just at a position of, like, we need to go into this with this round being your strength. How you feeling, man?
I feel all right. I just want the world to know that I was trying to write down Jean-Claude Van Damme. As long as that's on the record, I feel like we can do the rest of this match. I didn't have time. You know, it was one of those things where you know it's coming back, but not all the pieces are there, so.
It was more like interpretive dance
happens
on
in
the
the
board.
stamp.
I'm okay with that, because that's our style at the Quirky Mercs. I respect it. Now, we
Hell
know
yeah.
what categories we want on this wheel. We know which ones we don't. There's some certain ones I'm aiming for here, so let's make sure to assess that because of how important this round is to us. But no matter what, let's have fun with round 2, man. It's pretty great.
Hell yeah.
All right,
All
let's
right.
get that wheel.
Wheels going up, and here's the first spin.
Great
it is.
steal, by the way.
Thanks, bud.
Round and round it goes. Will it settle on the Van Damme category?
Oh.
Spider-Man.
Okay, so
Spider-Man.
this is just makes me happy this is on the wheel, but how do you feel about it? 'Cause this isn't one we thoroughly discussed, but I feel confident if you do, but it's up here. How you feeling?
You know, it's not maybe the most confident category on the board, but I've seen all the Spider-Men I can at least get in the neighborhood, I think, and this is a category that I was looking forward to at least trying out, you know, so I
Only
say let's
6
do
movies.
I'd say it's in your
Not
upper
counting
70%, and let's play with the Spider-Man.
We are going to get
Spider-Man.
5 questions, Mark, in the realm of Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're rallying all your troops against me, aren't you, Harlow? Okay, here we go.
Spider-Man.
2 points, possible 10 points in this round. Could tie going into round number 3. We're not there yet. Where we are is the very first question for 2 points. And that is, in Spider-Man from 2002, what does Norman bring as a gift for Thanksgiving?
Is there a rule against asking how, like, specific this is? Multiple choice.
Your options for the Thanksgiving is A, cranberry sauce, B, stuffing, C, turkey, or D, fruitcake.
I think he brings the turkey. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Hear the choices one more time.
This is your only opportunity to have that free of a JTE. Here it is. Is it A, cranberry sauce, B, stuffing, C, turkey, or D, fruitcake?
Stuffing.
Stuffing is incorrect, so we go to Saul for the steal. Saul, I'm going to give you the question and the options again. In Spider-Man from 2002, what does Norman bring as a gift for Thanksgiving? Is it A, cranberry sauce, B, stuffing, C, turkey, or D, fruitcake?
A, cranberry sauce.
You morons. No, it's fruitcake. I have no idea. So you're both very
I didn't
smart
get it
gentlemen.
either.
And I didn't know it was fruitcake, but that is the answer. So we go back to John for your second question in the world of Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man film features supporting performances from Teresa Russell, James Cromwell, and Becky Ann Baker?
Five, 4.
I have a guess,
Three.
but I'm not
The Amazing
confident.
Spider-Man 2.
That is incorrect, Saul. Another opportunity to steal. And here's the question again. Which Spider-Man film features supporting performances from Teresa Russell, James Cromwell, and Becky Ann Baker?
Spider-Man 3.
That's a big, big steal because it's correct for 2 points, Christian.
All right, well, here is the next question, Mark.
All right, and it is, John, in Spider-Man 3, once Harry comes home after his accident, what present does Peter give Harry as a homecoming gift?
What are those questions?
These are good questions, man. Let's hear that multiple choice.
All right, for a point, is it A, scooter, B, helmet, C, a basketball, or D, camera?
It's a helmet.
That's helmet.
It is not a helmet.
What?
So another steal opportunity for Saul. Here's that question. In Spider-Man 3, once Harry comes home after his accident, what present does Peter give Harry as a homecoming gift? And your options, is it A, scooter, B, helmet, C, basketball, D, camera?
C, a basketball.
He knows his Spider-Man 3. That's another steal. And Christian, we're leering on the edge of a big opportunity for Saul.
So it's 18-6 at the moment with 2 questions left, correct? 2 questions left on the board. So John's got to get some points here, or the KO is on the table, and this year KOs me. A +1 for the Den and a -1 for the Quirky Mercs. All right, here we go.
All right, and here we go with your next question in the world of Spider-Man. Who plays Liz Allen in Spider-Man Homecoming?
I should have had these memorized.
Multiple choice.
All right, and your multiple choice options are, is it A, Zendaya, B, Anjuri Rice, C, Tiffany Epinson, or D, Laura Harrier?
Angry Rice?
Harrier?
That is incorrect for a steal that would win him the match, Christian. Saul, who plays Liz Allen in Spider-Man Homecoming? Is it A, Zendaya, B, Angourie Rice, C, Tiffany Espenson, or D, Laura Harrier?
D, Laura Harrier. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
D, Laura Harrier.
That's correct.
You waiting for me?
Yep.
And your winner by way of knockout! Ladies and gentlemen, this is Saul! Saul takes a bite of an apple as he knocks out the Mad Hatter and gets a 4 points. 4 points for the Den, and the Mercs see themselves lose a point as this is a massive, massive win here for Saul. All right, Saul.
I am so sorry I underestimated you. I said TKO. I didn't need the T. Oh, shame on me. I'm so sorry.
Final score there. Final score there is 20-6. 20-6. Saul has the victory, 20-6. As we see ourselves. Look, Kate, I got to ask you here. You and I've had conversations with you, whether it was on SEN or whether it was off camera, and you had all the chips on Saul this season. You said, look, I know this guy is going to be a powerhouse. I know he's going to get his stuff right. You look like you know what you were talking about. So where did all the confidence come from the Bearded Maniac?
Because I know the way he prepares. I know what's in his head. I know how much he cares about this, and it doesn't hurt that he can cut a promo. We're coming for that belt.
Okay, but Saul, how far do you think you can take this knowledge and your variety of produce that you have in your apartment? I mean, we've done big live events that are headlined by Inner Geekdom before. Can you see yourself one day on a stage actually holding that belt?
I wouldn't be here right now, Mark, wasting your time if I didn't think that I could be the champion of the Inner Geekdom. And when it comes to produce, I got this great fruit stand right by the place. Oh, this guy, he's always got primo cuts, so don't worry about that. I'll have plenty of that too.
Good to know.
Yeah, but Saul, look, man, this is the same thing. You've tweeted out pictures about how hard you've been studying, that this year you were taking this really serious. John Humphrey's a really good competitor, and you just kind of blew through him right now. So how are you feeling kind of starting out this this season?
It's you know, I don't want to sound like I don't want to put on like any sort of faux humility, but like I'm annoyed. There was points on the board that I left out there. I don't appreciate that I did that. I didn't have the greatest training camp coming into this match. That will be rectified at the next opportunity I get to do that. And nothing spectacular to me happened here. I knew I was this good for a long time. I'm just glad some people maybe got a small glimpse of it. And you know, this was just me getting back to the starting line. I'm now 1-1, and that was the goal. And now having a winning record will be the goal, and then we're going to build from there. Again, nothing spectacular or amazing happened here tonight other than me just getting back to the starting line with the rest of this division in that pursuit of chasing whoever's wearing that belt.
Let me ask you a question. Your last question for you before we let you go. Coming up here on March 17th, you got Brandon Hanna versus Eric Zipper. How bad do you want to face Brandon Hanna again? Tell me.
I want it more than I want my next breath. I want it. It is. You know, I have a vision board with this kid's head on it. All right. Mm-hmm. I will extinguish Brandon Hanna. I know it. Most of the Schmoedown knows it. Brandon Hanna sure as hell knows it. He knows I'm coming. He knows his Inner Geekdom career has to collide with me. And I promise you, that's a feeling that he's not happy about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations to the Den.
Thank you.
Massive 4 points here with the knockout.
Massive.
Taking away a point from the Mercs. So again, congratulations, Kate. Congratulations, Saul. And Saul, we'll see you on the battlefield pretty soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
All right, Mark. So look, this was a statement by the Den. This was a statement by Saul, and now man, he's putting himself right in a position to say I am for real. You cannot look at that and say, wait a minute, Saul's gonna hang with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that if currently in our Skybound merch store, if we had offered Brandon Hanna themed division boards, I think a few of those would be flying off the shelves. I think people are engaged by Saul. They may not fully understand the mystery, the enigma that is him, but I think he's probably won some fans today. And look, for John Humphrey, sometimes it doesn't break your way. He got a tough slate of Spider-Man questions, and when Saul knows those movies that well, it's very tough. You give up an opportunity to steal. Saul capitalized. Hence your knockout. John Humphrey still a player to be feared in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Speaking of which, John Humphrey and his manager, Coy Jandrew, here right now.
Seasons in, I feel like I've gotten a gauge to be able to at least level myself back out. So, I mean, some days you just don't get the questions you want. And some days this, especially Inner Geekdom, illuminates just how much closer you need to look at the specific details of the movie. So again, you know, there are some ways in which this game in and of itself, Inner Geekdom, is very formidable. And I felt a little bit of that today, but mostly I'm just glad to be back in and sort of swinging again. And now I know where I got to work.
So,
Coy, you know, you look at John Humphrey, and he seems like the most calm, relaxed player you could ever want to come across. But you know, players, even the sweetest ones, have an ego. So how do you stroke that a little bit coming off a tough loss like this? Is this a study this match again and again, or is it just a burn the game film? Let's move on to the next match.
I think we rebuild. I think we look at, you know, the Inner Geekdom's evolution and the Schmoedown's evolution as a whole, and we look at how we study, and we kind of, I don't think burn it down, but I think acknowledge what things have worked for us in the past, disregard things that haven't worked for us, and build on the successes, not the failures. We're a very win-or-learn faction. That doesn't mean we ignore our failures, but we don't focus on them. So I wouldn't be like, only watch Spider-Man films the next 6 months or else. But I will be like, hey, we clearly saw this is our weakness. We know your strengths already. Stay fresh on those, but let's focus over here as well. So I would like add Spider-Man into the repertoire. I would say like we stack this a little higher in the great equalizer that is the Schmoedown. But I'm never going to judge a player's knowledge of anything, and I'm never going to scrutinize, because that's not how we do it, the Mercs. I'm still proud of John. I still think that this would have gone a very different way if the wheel, which is fate in itself, spun a different way. I still am just as confident in having drafted him, and I still can't wait to manage him again.
Well, thank you so much for the interview here, gentlemen. Once again, John, didn't go your way, but we're excited to see you back in the league. As always great to have your presence in the league. Coy, same with you. We'll see you very, very soon. Obviously, you have a big match with Bibiani and Paul Oyama coming up in one of the pay-per-views in just a little bit here. So congratulations again for coming back, for having I love the camaraderie that the Mercs have, and it's good to see you back. So thank you very much, both gentlemen, and we'll see you next time. Look, man, this was a statement by Saul. No ifs, ands, buts. It's a statement by Saul. He said that he was here, and I have to say, when you have the wrath of Saul, and I think when you get under his skin or when he's coming after you, he'll kind of get you with the tongue and say certain things to you that just cut you down. He didn't do that with John Humphrey because I don't think that's the kind of player the rivalry he has with John Humphrey. But now he's added something else to his repertoire, and that is serious knowledge. Saul's a dangerous player right now.
Yeah, Christian, as a wise man who collects pigeons once said, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. And we saw that with Saul in round number 1. That's what I go back to, is that he was on a roll, missed a question or two, but was able to pick himself right back up and get back on the biblical horse and ride his way to a knockout. And so I think that this has put the rest of the inner geek, all of the Schmoedown for that matter, on notice that Saul, he's a fun character, he's interesting, but he can also beat anybody at any given time, given the sample size that we now have.
Absolutely, and the Den is still making statements. So much happening here this week. This is just the first match on Wednesday. Well, guess what? On Thursday, that's right, tomorrow, you've got the debut of somebody I am very interested to see, Brother Lomas. What is this character going to be all about? I have no idea. And he is going up against equally just as big of a character in Frankie the Animal Alvarez. The Finstock Exchange versus the Usual Suspects. That goes down tomorrow, 2 p.m. on this channel. And then on Friday, hold on to your butts for this singles matchup. Former Teams champion, two-time Teams champion, the youngest champion of all time, Chance the Cobra Ellison, goes up against former Teams champion Brendan the Kid Meyer. That happens this Friday, 2 p.m. And by the way, all these big pay-per-views we're doing, you guys can get them. You have the $10 patron. We're doing 3 a month. $10 patrons, you get the exhibition matches, you get all the special Q&As we're doing, but you get all 3 pay-per-views. Can't do the $10 a month? No problem. The Schmoedownlive.com, $5.99. You get one of those, and we have the big event coming up in just 2 weeks. That's right. Who's it going to be? I'm about to tell you. We have the undercard, William the Beast Bibiani, facing Paul Oyama. Prime time. 2 former singles champions going head-to-head, and then in the main event, the Star Wars Championship of the World is on the line. Andrew the Hunter Dimolanta finally gets his chance at Alex Damon. Can he do it? That's right. Alex Damon going for that fifth title defense. Only the Patriots have defended more. Can he do it? We're going to find out on that pay-per-view on Friday, March 19th.
That's the Schmoedown Patriots. The New England Football Patriots only defended their title once. And so, Christian, a whole lot to look forward to this month and really this entire season. It's still very young, but war is afoot. And you and I, pal, we're just reveling in it. All these great comments that we've gotten from fans, all the engagement we've gotten on the Facebook page amongst other social media outlets. So it's just starting for Season 8 here at the Schmoedown.
That's right. For Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yo, Bateman, it's me, again, calling you, again. Where are you, man? Call me back.
What's up with him?
Yo, Bateman! Where's the boots? It's Guy, bro, where you at? Bateman!
Creepy!
Where's the belts?
Shaky hands.
Bateman. What the hell is this guy? Ben. Hello, I know you're here.
Drew?
Yo, What the hell? I've been calling you for like hours. Where have you been? I've been trying to get hold of you for days, for weeks. Let me up. God. Ow, let me up.
What are you doing here?
I don't think you know what are you, shut up. Just listen to me, dude. We can win. I know how to beat Mance, okay? Cameron Diaz, all right? We put that on the wheel. He won't know what hit him. And then it's action to the belts, baby.
Scott Mance.
Yes. I don't think that you understand what I'm telling you, okay?
I don't think that...
Just shut up for a second. Okay, Bateman, I need you to get your together, all right? I need you to get it together right now, all right? Get dressed and meet me at Collider, okay?
Why would we go to Collider?
Why would we? To beat Trek? How many times have I repeat myself? You don't answer your phone. You're not listening to me talk.
Where have you been?
Where have you? Shut up, Ben. Stop. Just stop thinking. Okay, look. I'll carry in matches. I'll carry outside of them. Just get dressed. Let's go. Okay? Team Trek. Where's the belts? Champions. Guy, man.
Why aren't you wearing a mask?
Why does everyone keep saying that?
What happened to him? Seriously, what happened? What happened to Guy? Anyways, this is my score now. I got most of the round 1 questions, and I got a couple of the round 2 questions. Obviously, my score would have been higher if this match would have gone to round 3, but that's beside the point. Now, obviously, I missed a ton of the Spider-Man questions. I think I only got 1 or 2 of them right. But yeah, I guess I really need to rewatch those movies because they're going in deep with the questions regarding the Spider-Man movies, especially the Raimi ones. So yeah, and well, like I said, I predicted Saul would win. I didn't predict a KO or a TKO, but Saul is hungry and he's just proven just how dangerous he is. And I hope he gets that shot against Brendan Hanna. I don't think he will. I think Zipper's going to smoke Hanna. At least I hope Zipper smokes Hanna. But if he doesn't, I hope Saul gets another shot at Brendan Hanna and bury him in the hole in the ground where he belongs. So this is my reaction to the most recent Geekdom match. And I gotta be on my toes for the next couple of matches of Brandon Meyer and Chance, and obviously the debut of the much anticipated Brother Lomas and Frankie Alvarez. Is it Frankie Alvarez? I apologize if I'm getting the name wrong. In any case, yeah, Schmoedown, Inner Geekdom, reaction. This was mine. See you some other time. Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.